Reading, finding situation, reading, finding suitable sources. Students often underestimate the importance of effective reading, but on any course, it is vital to be able to locate the most relevant and suitable sources. This unit examines the most appropriate text types for academic work, explores ways of locating relevant material in the library, explains the use of electronic resources. Academic text. You need to read a variety of text type for your courses, so it is important to identify suitable types and recognize their features. This will help you to assess their value. You are studying tourism marketing. Read the text extracts 1 to 4 below and decide which are the most suitable for academic use and why. Text suitability. Yes, it summarizes some relevant research and includes citations. The writing process. To promote tourism and market destination, it is important to study the tourist attitude, behavior, and demand. The studies of Levitt 1986 and Kotler and Armstrong 1994 suggest that an understanding of consumer behavior may help you with the marketing planning process in tourism marketing. The research of consumer behavior is the key to underpinning of all marketing activity, which is carried out to develop, promote, and sell tourism products. Sorbrook and Horner, 1999, as 2005. Therefore, the study of consumer behavior has become necessary for the sake of tourism marketing. The romance of travel has always fascinated me, and our recent trip to Thailand lived up to expectation. We flew from Dubai and, after a comfortable flight, arrived in Bangkok just as the sun was rising. Our stay in the city lasted only a couple of days before we set off for a hill country around Chiang Mai, where we were planning to visit some of the indigenous tribes who live in the mountainous region. When we arrived, the weather was rather disappointing, but after a day, the heavy rain gave way to sparkling clear sunshine. Holiday trips to the Antarctica have quadrupled in the past decades, and last year more than 46,000 people visited the land mass and surrounding sections. However, safety fears and concerns about the impact visitors are having on the delicate frozen landscapes have soared, and members of the Antarctic Treaty, an agreement between 28 nations, including the UK, on the use of the continent, are now meeting to discuss ways to regulate tourism. British officials are seeking to establish a strategic agreement for tourism around the South Pole. If successful, it will see treaty members introduce new measures to improve the safety of tourist trips while also reducing the impact that visitors will have on the environment. The regulations could see limit on the numbers of ships and landing, restriction on how close they come to shore, a ban on building tourist facilities and hotels on the continent, and rules on waste discharge from ships. Evaluation equally from political perspective, the nature of state involvement in policies for tourism is dependent on both the political economic structures and the prevailing political ideology in the destination state, with comparisons typically made between market-led and centrally planned economies. For example, the Thatcher-Reagan-inspired neoliberalism of the 1980s and the subsequent focus on privatization and the markets in many Western nations contrasted starkly with the then central European tourism sectors in the former Eastern Europe, Berkeley, and with 1990 Hall 1991 at the same time. Of course, it has also long been recognized that the political economic relationship of one nation and with another, or with the wider international community, that is the extent of political economic dependency, may represent a significant influence on tourism development. Telfer 2002. Thus, in short, tourism planning and development in the destination tends to reflect both the structures and political ideologies of the state and its International political economic relations. The main features of academic text are listed in the table below. Find examples of its using the text above. Formal vocabulary. The marketing planning process is to resume marketing extend the political economic dependency. Use of references, impersonal style, long complex sentences. Types of text. The table below lists the most common written sources used by students. Work with a partner to consider their likely advantages and disadvantages. Textbook. Writer for students may be too general. Website, journal articles, official report, newspaper, magazine, article, ebook. Using reading list. Your teacher may give you a printing reading list or it may be available online through the library website. The list will usually include textbooks, journals, articles, and website. If the list is electronic, there will be links to the library catalog. Let you check on the availability of the material. If the list is printed, you'll have to use the library catalog to find the text. You do not have to read every word of a book because it is on the list. Your teachers will probably suggest which pages to read and also tell you what parts are the most important. On reading lists, you will find the following format: books, miles, teasers, and years, and year miles, and alien miles. Second, Open University Journal articles, polls, and else, Telexia, cultural reference, biological science, one website, OLX. Using library catalogs. University and colleges libraries usually have online catalogs. This allows students to search for the material they want in various ways. Titles and author names are known. It is easy to check if the book is available, but if you are making a search for material on a specific topic, you may have to vary the search terms. For instance, if you have been given in essay title, if there is a practical limit on the height of tall buildings, illustrate your answers with reference to some recent skyscrapers. You might try skyscraper design, skyscraper construction, design of tall building, construction of tall buildings. If you use a very specific phrase, you will be probably only find a few titles. Skyscraper construction, for example, only produced three items in one library database, but a more general term such as skyscraper found 57. You have entered the term skyscrapers in the library catalogs, search engines, and these are the first 8 results. In order to answer the essay title above, which should you select to borrow? Give your reasons. Skyscraper, the politics and power of Bill New York City in the 20th century. Benjamin Flower. Skyscraper Sensory, Rebecca Carlo Elliott. Tapia George Binder. Tall building image of skyscraper, 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 etc. Full details if you click. Using library website to search. E-journal or other electronic sources such as library subject databases are becoming increasingly important. Disadvantage is that they can be accessed by computers every day. Need to visit the library and find the text. Most library websites have a separate portal or gateway for searching electronic resources. This allows you to enter the name of a specific journal of a possible journal. Area terms are international business law, European business, international trade, business law, and business. In each case, you can access a list of issue available which lets you read published article. Most journals publish few parts. European Business Organization by clicking any reading nonsense. Select specific topic for subject. Look for relevant sources or journal articles using the library portal or in the